My oh my, you awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Think about the new secret ingredient that you just learned about, plank. In some jurisdictions, in some jurisdictions, plank isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. There's fried chicken. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say we're the perfect match? Oh, presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Take him down a peg or flatter him? I'm gonna flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. With the right business partner, no, I can't fail. Business partner could be talking to you. It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion, confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is round the door and get home. It's not one more day of school, after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something might have happened to you. It's okay, but now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you'll not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnering up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. First I told him you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I can't read this stuff out. He was just so interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. The stove went skydiving? Wait, it's a pressure cooker? Just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker. Now I'm not really sure where we stand. Don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. What? When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance or pick up Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. Oh my goodness, I can't read out this guy's lines. Oh, it's great. I already one up right away. I don't want to read out his lines. You get your swirly tip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Harmonia, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. Punch your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixture accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. May as well just give up. Never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrived just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Everyone excited for the final day of school. Harmonia, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Are you concerned with my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What's he doing complimenting her? Oh, the flavor of, but freaking, I can't read this stuff out. It was clear you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Harmonia. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Harmonia. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself with how slighted you feel by an interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Oh, that's a book? It looks like bad news. There's something I found lying around. It appeared to be some sort of grimoire? I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know, who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it wasn't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I can use this spell here that it says to erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That's way drastic. Wouldn't you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. This music that's playing, is this the game right now? I didn't accidentally leave my other music on, did I? Yeah, this is the game right now. Cast the forbidden spell or don't do it after all. No, don't do it. Take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on. I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially for Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on a cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom, begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I thought I told you never to come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Named him Terrence. You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt not only by Terrence, but by any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professorial tone. Sorry. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Harmonia, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, before you can go any further, Miriam's love trauma spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. What the heck? Think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? You and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joe, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend? Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make a great date. Poor Stove. And take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain, or off a cliff for all I care. Oh jeez, sad beep. Clank begins to shudder, his steam pours out the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasick's gonna make me want to eat that Clank. Clank bursts out a completely deep-fried sneaker, considering that he himself has wheels, not feet. It's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-friend footwear, I guess it looks okay? Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. We must be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam, TM. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. As time approaches, see you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. What are these lines? You embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone. You're the one that did that. Your tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, though you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise to this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feelings all the way. Not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow or this whole year, so what? Special person who should settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big help and wipes the tears from her cheeks. To really review my menu for today, I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you suddenly missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice the dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off Van and the supposed madman and his evil counterpart Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Harmonia's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Harmonia, what are you doing here? Still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success, looking at my station and picturing victory. Pot pie has begun to bake, a smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? It's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry. The last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. Decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it, there's no sound at all. Fess up about it. I'm gonna fess up about the practice dish. Okay, you got me. Doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. Your nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. It's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. My nose is telling me something else. No, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if we don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow, it's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe are fried chicken. The intensity of the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Master Blast? It's hard to read these sometimes, especially after having been awake for over 24 hours at this point. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock it, Royd. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula? It's hard to read these. Even Clank gets in on this. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity, as was foretold. Mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. She's gonna use some dark magic to turn the tide. You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No, do it the hard way. It means magic when you've got passion. You gotta do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Harmonia. Miriam notices too. I've always believed in you, Harmonia, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Whoa. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world should you get Eye of a Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many, but I think Borko had the day off. You have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. Love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? Sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the spork monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles into a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel the spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should watch from the stands. Really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school when I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Alright, having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. We have to give up and drop out of culinary school, or you summon extra power from deep down within yourself. Kinda wanna see what happens if I do that, but we're gonna do this. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body, so it's just like Ring Fit Adventure with the hair. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Yes, Harmonia, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I'll show the world my cookery. Begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. You have turn back time, which will be super useful, because while you're powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Don't worry, dear Harmonia. You've suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you've earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet, rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy! Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Man, turns out being awake for over 24 hours makes it very hard to talk, especially since I've been talking basically non-stop for the past 24 hours. Are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students! Time expired. It's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Sounds like it's coming from that room closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? Someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I really don't want to voice act for that guy at all. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. Sure, you may be excused. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCS AL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow we must have gotten unplugged, I guess. I'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Shouldn't that be 5? Not 4. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. After days of hard work, time has come. The time has come? I assume it's supposed to be the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. How are you supposed to eat something like that? Like, making tiny food is an actual hobby that some people have. I don't get it. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto Maki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, Chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and laying just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with so much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Harmonia, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. How are you supposed to eat that? Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. You keep it poking my tongue. Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount sympathy. Sorry, words are hard. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue? Is that what that word is? Connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at cooking school? Toasting your ears or something, Harmonia? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it. I did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too much or you might disrupt the sugar spiral. The food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. With that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. This class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. It completely blew me away. My 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. So delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley, even I assume it's supposed to be that, are drawn back by its magnificent fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! You know that Sprinkles is a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all just a trick to get you to finally notice me. Poor Pro Jared. Oh, amusing. Now that everyone is together. It's a spork monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the spork monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. The student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone's too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Rejected, a student walks off. Poor Pro Jared. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking and you know she's gonna do great. Red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Bob. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. Crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. Figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling electrical hissing. It's Clank, who's arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Oh, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I just began to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. Pretty clear that she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go to buy my chicken. The end? Question mark? Did we do it? I assume maybe there's multiple endings or something. Is that how we end it? The end? Spacebar doesn't do anything anymore. Oh, no, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Ammonia, what are you doing sitting all alone? You know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, well, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tiny goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, be ready to take a day off. And I'll be glad to spend it together with you, Aronia. Oh, sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll need to do by myself. Who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on the time at the school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Do you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. My dear Harmonia, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. Along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Cool, man. I feel like my voice for him was slightly changing to the freaking Sprinkles voice by accident. Like the almost Cyrus voice that I had during Octopath Traveler. So, whoops. Well, we beat that. How many playthroughs have we done this stream in terms of beating it? Because, oh boy. Like, let's see here. Let's see here. What all did we wind up doing? Alright, so how many playthroughs did we beat? Undertale Oven Mitts is 1. Breath of the Wild is 2. And then over here, the KFC Dating Sim is 3. SpongeBob Atlantis SquarePants is 4. Untitled Goose Game is 5. During this 24-hour charity stream, we have beaten 5 games. 5 of them. Wow. That's insane. I can scarcely believe it. Man, this has been some insane progress in terms of making series. Man, my YouTube channel is gonna have so many more playlists now to account for all these new series. Jeez. Man, oh man. Well, 5 games we beat during this stream. My oh my. And 3 of those were brand new playthroughs: Untitled Goose Game, the KFC Dating Sim, and Breath of the Wild. Whereas Atlantis SquarePants and Undertale Oven Mitts were things continuing from before. Wow. This was an unbelievably productive 24-hour stream in terms of making progress through playthroughs. And not only that, well, where's my playthrough layout? Not only that, but we did reach the fundraising goal here. We actually got past it. We actually got a little bit past it. I thought it was at 303 last time. I forgot about that last 50. During this 24-hour charity stream, we managed to reach a 353 of a goal of 300, which also means I'm gonna have to finish Ring Fit Adventure later, because that's one of the things I said I'd do there. So, you know, we passed the goal there. That's really cool. I mean, I started the stream, well, I started a little bit before 6 a.m. so I'd have time to go, so it's technically already been 24 hours. We could, you know, wait for it to actually roll over to 6 a.m. to make it, you know, official. I feel like I was able to handle this one a lot better than the first, and my throat still kind of really hurts. It's not bothering me as bad as during the first 24-hour charity stream. And I'm definitely not as tired as the first 24-hour charity stream. I feel like I was able to handle this a lot better. I mean, now that I've done it once before, I guess my body sort of knew what to expect from doing this. So yeah, this 24-hour charity stream is great. Fantastic. Let's exit here. Let's switch to just chatting. I know nobody's watching the stream right now, but for the sake of the VOD after, let's change that to just chatting here. We could wait like 6 minutes, make it officially like 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. as I said it would be, as long as there hasn't been a time change and I accidentally did 25 hours. Man, how awkward would that be? There. That sure would suck if that was the case. I don't like the new layout they had for Steam. Anyway, yeah, it looks like when it came to this stream, things didn't exactly go precisely as planned, did they? Things got all over the place. There were some hiccups along the way. Well, with, you know, not being able to find the sensor bar, digging around for that and such, winding up starting Breath of the Wild early, having to take longer breaks than I thought I would to eat and replenish my energy. Maybe that's another reason why I handled it better. I took longer breaks this time, compared to the first 24-hour charity stream, where I was literally playing games while I was eating. Like, I remember playing Skyrim while I was eating last time when that was one of the things that was requested. I remember that, for example. So this time, it was actually switching to, like, the just chatting category and, you know, actually just taking a bit of a break like that. So, it worked out kind of better like that. Also, I don't think I had this wig last time I did the 24-hour charity stream, did I? I don't remember. I don't think I did. I can double check. But I'm fairly certain that I didn't. Like, if we check the playlist here for it. Let's see here. Playthroughs. Here we go. Oh, I did have the wig back then. I think I probably got it for that stream. Yeah, because I'm seeing the thumbnail of one of them, and I see it with the wig there. Okay. I have had this wig longer than I thought I have. Interesting. Well then. Well, we've now done 2 24-hour charity streams this year. One in May, and now one in November, being the one that we're doing right now. And wrapping up. And yeah, that's enough 24-hour charity streams for this year. Maybe we'll do some more next year, because they're actually pretty cool events, not gonna lie. And like, I know when it comes to Larch, the fundraiser that we did earlier this year, my Taekwondo school always fundraises for them every year. So, like, the one I'm doing this time through Extra Life, that's the kind of thing where it's like, maybe I'll consider doing again. We'll see. But Larch is the kind of thing where it's like, okay, I'm going to be fundraising for it anyway. May as well do one of these events again. And now that I've done it twice, I'm more used to it now. Like, this time, in terms of how I feel right now, I feel way better than at the end of the first 24-hour charity stream. I was like half dead at the end of the first one there. I mean, my brain is starting to, you know, malfunction a little bit here and there, considering, you know, my attempts to read out words in this game here were kind of not going super well a lot of the time, and I was struggling to read even some simple words here and there. So, you know, my brain isn't exactly operating at 100% right now, but apart from that, I feel okay. You know, like, I remember I was streaming Garden Warfare 2 towards the end of the last 24-hour charity stream. I was like half asleep trying to like snipe foes, and I was actually doing relatively well considering how long I'd been up. But yeah, how about we have this roll over to 6 a.m. and then it'll be like, you know, for sure 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. even though we started a little bit after 6 a.m. in terms of when I started like actually playing games, but actually hitting start stream happened like 20 minutes before then because I needed to get things set up. Yeah, let's just have it be to 6 a.m. to make it official there. Anyway, yeah, this was an insane time, I must say. Oh man, looks like Dead by Daylight. I forgot to put it back in its game case. Let's do that before I forget. Let's put it in my Switch case here. One of my 2 Switch cases, because my first one ran out of space. Here's what we do. Oh man, I'm gonna get some sleep, or maybe I'll cut up some of the videos there and develop thumbnails and stuff, knowing me. We'll see here. My oh my, this has been a very busy day. I'm gonna be so destroyed tomorrow. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, man. 18 seconds to go, and then it'll be to 6 a.m. November 3rd. Come on, you can do it, I believe. I believe, man. 6 a.m. We did it. I don't really have much else to say right now. I've said all that I wanted to say throughout the stream. Just apart from thanks everybody so much who stopped by and hung out, or anybody who might be watching this after the fact. Thanks so much to everybody who donated. Like, it means a lot. I had a good time with this stream. I hope anybody here did as well. Back again. I was literally just about to end the stream, Tux. I was literally just saying the outro. Wonky timing there. Now that it's 6 a.m. But yeah, so I'm gonna, you know, wrap things up here. Thanks so much everybody who stopped by to help support this here. And yeah, I'm gonna call the stream here. So yeah then, see ya.